Welcome back. This morning I jumped on a plane and I am now in North Carolina. I have been picked up by Phil. So we got a bunch in store. Phil packed our plate full. The only caveat here is that when I booked this flight, I booked it based off of last year's duck season, and this year's duck season opens a Saturday later for some reason this year. So we don't get to do ducks right away, but we are going to get into some ducks. We got deer hunting, tundra swan hunting, creek drifting, duck hunting in the swamp. So stay tuned. This is probably going to produce 2, 3, 4 videos worth of stuff. Hope you like it. Packed up the boat, sort of, and the truck, heading to the river. We look like the Clampetts going out to Beverly Hills right now.
No doubt about that.
Do a little recon on our way down to our camp spot. So the boat's back here. We have got quite a deer trail right here because we're between some swamp and the river. Real nice back here. Well, we weren't even here. We didn't even pull up to the bank yet and I fell in the water. Mostly just this leg. I was hanging on the side of the boat like a cat hanging on a ledge. We were going into the bank and I was going to jump off onto the thing. We hit something and the boat stopped. Had this on, wouldn't have died. There's a good berm back there. Look at that hole.
Well, that's yours.
Looks like some tracks maybe through here.
The ground kicked up enough here and there.
We decided to jump in the boat and go check out the place we're gonna duck hunt on Saturday, and it is a long way up the river. It's got to be at least 10 miles. That wind chill is brutal. It's about 45 degrees out and we were doing about 20 up the water. We did not dress for that at all, but this is a good looking spot for sure. And we should be the only ones on it on Saturday opening day.
It's ours.
It's ours, yeah. We're the only ones on this bad boy. Well, you can see the cypress over there where the water was up another 3 feet.
Okay, let me show you. See that tree right there?
Uh-huh.
See those trees out there?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we got any choice but to be right out in the middle. And see that little hole right out there?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can get all our decoys.
Set up in those cypress right over there.
Yeah.
And we don't know which way they're coming, so one can face this way, one can face that way.
Yeah, right in the middle. We know that with the, isn't that pretty? It's prettier than it was on the map. There'll be some ducks in here. There will be ducks in here. What do you think about it? You like it?
Yeah, I like it. That's exactly the kind of stuff I was thinking of setting up in.
That's it. Okay. Now,
We don't have to go back yet, do we? I need to walk a minute. It's cold, Jack.
I like it when a plan comes together. We left up there at 1 o'clock. We're loaded with wood, and it's only 20 minutes to 3. So we're good.
So we finally got camp set up. Most of these boxes can get rained on. That's going to rain all day tomorrow. We got most of our gear inside. Bags hanging. And for scouting, one thing we've got that's literally right here is this lane. There's a deer trail down there about 120 yards or so, if that. And then about 250 yards down there, the water is over the road. It's not deep, but the road is elevated, so the sides are probably pretty deep. We got this guy that's maybe 100 yards long, and I walked down this earlier. There's some poop, some sign down here, and a couple spots where you could tell the deer have been eating the grass, kind of like this, where everything's tipped off. There's a couple of those down there too. There's another one like that there and there. So they're up in here. Just want to go see what's past this deadfall. The road kind of stops, but then the side over here between here and the river opens up, and there's a lot of green grass over there. So I want to walk down a ways. Might be a good place to hunt in the morning, where you can just kind of get up out of camp and walk a few hundred yards and sit down. So that's what I want to go see. Foot's freezing, so we'll do a little walking, get the circulation going good. Probably should have got out of those clothes a little earlier, but did not, so it's good to do so now. Now we'll just do a little checking around, see what we see. Wouldn't mind getting up in the morning and just walking out a little ways and go hunt. This is what I'm talking about, where it's so green in here and it's more open than it is just right over there by the camp. So we're gonna walk down. There's a berm here. It's probably an old flood control berm. It kind of runs the side of the river from years ago, before there was a dam upstream and all that. There are some tracks down in here. Saw them earlier. So we'll just go up a ways and see what's up. That is a big old bear poop. That's for sure bear poop. And it's pretty obvious that was laying here. So a deer didn't kick that over, nor did a squirrel move that. That was probably the bear, because the poop's just right over there. Interesting. Here's a substantial finger of water. River's over there. Looks pretty deep. And the deer tracks are paralleling it. An old set goes through here, so it must be deep enough to not want to cross for no reason. This one's fresher. Boy, I'm almost thinking I might want to sit up here where it gets close to the river, and then have this as a funnel and the river as a funnel. Another trail through here. We got old poop. Definitely a deer trail through there. Basically, that's the deadfall near the camp. So yeah, there's a good footprint here. On the other side of camp, going down the river, this is the closest thing I've seen to a rub, and it's got to be a rub. It's just old, and I believe this area was underwater a little bit ago. This coincides with some stuff I found just a little ways away. Looks like turkey scratching. I can't say for sure what did all this, but there looks like a turkey scratch right through here. Bunch of scratch through here. Must have been something good. Yeah. Next thing I know, I was just sitting there in the river.
I got a dry box on the boat for our wallets and things, and we need to use it.
Yeah.
Because we could go in again. My poor little buddy. Poor grasshopper. I about ducked him. I about put him out of his misery. God, I'd love to have that on camera. Oh, gosh, I'm glad you didn't just... You know, you could have fallen slam out head first. That ain't funny. I can see me looking up there at your feet. You go, I'd have given you a 9 on that dive. Oh, crap. That might be the... Well, after we think back, it might be one of the funniest things that ever happened.
We're pulling up to the bank and that boat stopped. And I went out.
But you hopped back in. It was like, yikes, that water's cold. Did it feel cold?
Not at the time. Got deep enough, my wallet got wet.
I tell you what. So one of your ass didn't get wet. Well, it did, half of it.
Half of it.
That tree had no mercy on that boat. Lord have mercy.